What's up, y'all? It's TG Sensei. I wanted to go ahead and share a message that I learned from church last Sunday. So let's get straight into it. So the name of the message is called Games. In life we go through all types of mind games. Mind you, I wrote down some notes to make sure that I could get all the points across. But yeah, let's get back into it. In life we go through all types of mind games, and these mind games usually they lead us away from God, you know what I'm saying? And wounds from all types of past events, people, like people that might have hurt you, you know what I'm saying? People that did horrible things to you that, you know what I'm saying, nobody should have to go through, you know what I'm saying? Those can produce mind games in people. And when people choose to hide their pain instead of trusting God to help them, they become stagnant in their faith, you know what I'm saying? And when you become stagnant in your faith and you walk with God, then you're just kind of trapped. Like, let's say this is you, right? You know what I'm saying? You're walking, and then boom, pain. You stop at pain right here. And then you can't move past that pain, so you won't be able to get to, the next destination. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, wounds from past people, they become mind games. And when somebody hurts us, we start telling ourselves lies, you know what I'm saying? We start self sabotaging, you know what I'm saying? And I've been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, there could be times when I'm going through something and I'm thinking, dang, 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 was it me? Was I doing wrong? What's going on? And it doesn't help anything but help the enemy, you know, I guess it just helps the enemy do his job better. You know what I'm saying? Like, all he's gonna do is try to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And at my church, they talked about the story of Heron in Genesis 11:28. Yeah. So basically, Heron is the son. I think yeah, Heron is the son of Terah, right? And basically, Heron ended up dying. But at the same time, God wanted Terah to travel to the promised land, right? So while Terah was traveling to like on his way, he was on his way to the promised land. God promised him that, he would have all these great things, he'd be able to build all types of great things, build a family, build good like anything. But on his way, right? This is my hand, right? My hand's gonna be going this way, and it's gonna represent how he maneuvered. So basically, my hand, right? He's walking to the promised land, walking to the promised land, and then boom, boom. Hold on, I'm gonna be representing the town that he stopped at. Now, the town that he stopped at was called Haran. That's the same name of his son. And him being grieved by his son's death and not being able to move past it, he stayed at this town until he died. Like, he lived to about like 200 years old, right? And he was at this town for the rest of his life because he couldn't get over his son's death. And then what God wanted over here, like, look, this is the promised land, right? He didn't make it over here because he was too focused on his pain. You know what I'm saying? When you're focused on your pain, you won't be able to get to the destination. So yeah, too many. So yeah, too many people let their damage become their destination. You know what I'm saying? And the lesson is the road to your potential has to travel through your pain. I'm gonna say that one more time. The road to your potential has to travel through your pain. You can't expect to move forward with God if you can't get past your pain. I'm not saying just forget everything that happened to you, because what happened to you was messed up. It was wrong. But you cannot stay in that pain, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to grieve over it, you know what I'm saying? Cry, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot let that pain define your walk with God. You can't let that pain define the type of person you'll end up to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, then that'll, keep you like stuck in that place, stuck in that pain, and you won't be able to move forward with God. God has so much for you, but you have to be willing to move forward in the pain, like, you know, with the pain. Not saying to ignore it, but I'm saying to get through it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the message I wanted to. Excuse me. That's the message I wanted to share today to help y'all learn something. You know, I guess you could rewatch the video if you missed anything, take some notes, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.